Welcome, guys. This is going to be fun, as this episode is going to crack you up and make you up. Make you up to be what? Well, that would be a whole lot smarter in those cases with Justin. And who would this Justin be? You'll know exactly who he is, and you'll see Justin at the end. So make sure you watch, so as you can be the king or queen in one of those moments when Justin turns up. Because sometimes Justin, well, he can be a real dick. Enjoy. Welcome to the channel. This waste of life is called Anthony A. Ashby, and he's one of those sick perverts that create a fantasy, which he then brought into our reality and brutally murdered a beautiful wahine named Angela Lee. And this isn't one of those crimes where they go, oh my God, we're so shocked it was him. He's such a good man, and he comes from such a good family. No, it's nothing like that. The thing is, he's exactly the way he is. And the reason why he is, that would be his family being just like him. And we know that because at the court case, this species' father spoke to the father of the murdered victim, Angie Lee, and said, well, at least I get to see my son. And then he attacked him. Why don't you come and see what we do with true crime? It's heaps better. This genius killed his wife and then said he found her hanging in the basement, pulled her down, but couldn't save her. Just one little problem though, you see. The basement roof is so low you couldn't even hang fruit from it, and the cops know it.
So I was able to grab the actual cord, like lift her up and grab it off of there and then let her fall to the ground and immediately do that and started, check for a pulse.
Were her feet off the ground?
Yeah. I don't even know. I mean, I assume so. When I glanced down there, I saw there looked like a upturned kitty litter pail.
Huh.
Because I'm like, like I said, it was just so,
Sure.
There's a chat name that you used.
IU Rutherford.
IU Rutherford.
Yes, sir. Can I ask if I'm being charged? Is that fair? Or
Yeah, I think we'll be looking at charges.
what charges?
This is the best answer ever a cop can give a pervert of the episode's TCAT to talk.
Right now, so once we talk and we go through everything, just depending on what your belief was, what was actually said and everything else, and what actually occurred.
Yes, sir.
Okay? As soon as we get done here, I'll let you know the exact charges against you. Okay?
You guys, should I have a lawyer?
That I cannot answer for you. You do have a right to an attorney, as you're advised in your rights.
And about an hour and a half of this pervert lying his ass off. This is inevitably hard.
Right now, you're going to be charged with attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor.
I have a lawyer.
Genius. This young man is about to learn that his ex-partner just got murdered by his mom.
What do you think? Could have been your mom.
I would seriously hope not.
That's what I'm asking.
I do not think it could be. I mean, she's got a temper, but that.
Why don't I bring your laptop in here and let you look at it?
Okay.
And this is the video footage that they show him. And it is definitely his mom.
It's her in the statement. That's your mama.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
And that's your mama walking away listening.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it gets better because the cop here, this cop gets this dude to call up his mum, and they listen that.
Mom. Hey. I just left the police station. They showed me the videotape.
Yeah?
It looks like you.
It looks like me?
Mom, why did you do it?
I didn't.
Bob, it looks like you. It looks just like you. Walks like you.
Is that what you told me it looked like me? So I guess they'll be coming here tonight to arrest ask me that, huh?
Probably, you murderer. Fuck, genius. The elephant you see before you, bear hugging the stick insect, is called Janine Jones. Now, she is a short on my channel, and it's not because she hired a police officer as a hitman to whack her ex-husband and her new husband.
Officer Harris of Northport Police.
How are ya?
I'm doing all right, good.
Good, sir.
How would you want that one done?
If you think just snapping his neck and putting him to sleep that way, if they can't find the body, they can't prove nothing.
How would you want that one done?
Something along the lines of a carjacking.
No. She is a short, not because of all that, but because she's the type of DC that when they arrested her, she got so angry that she pissed her pants. God. Took quite a channel. Very the cool shit. Back in 92, this DC murdered a beautiful young mum, and this was the evidence against him.
A bullet was recovered. It was a .45 caliber. That .45 caliber bullet matched the grooves of Jeff Lynn's handgun. We had a pair of tennis shoes that matched the footprint on the pane of glass that was found outside of her kitchen. And the evidence technician collected some stains on her shirt, and they were analyzed and found to be semen that matched Jeff Lynn.
And how do we know how smartness DC was? Well, you're about to meet his brother, and it's true. Dumb is hereditary.
I have not seen undeniable evidence. There was a lot of circumstantial evidence. It was a .45 that killed that lady. Jeff didn't do it. Jeff didn't like .45s at all. The only gun Jeff ever carried was .38 revolvers. No, I've never considered for half a second that he might be guilty.
This jumbo-sized DC is actually a chick. I know, it is hard to believe, but it's true. And she's the brains behind a teenage gang, which she had murder one of the good guys. His name was Gilbert. Now, what makes this beast get the DC title? Well, I'll let you just swing sound. Hip, I know. Brains as well as looks. Genius. And like most of the stories on my channel, there really is a happy ending.
Brenda, need you go ahead and stand up. You have to put your hands around your back.
That would be a trick I'd love to see. Check out the channel if you want to get stories which have crazy shit going on all the time. It's go.
This, well, this is a message. A message to who? Well, that would be my guys, the Aetirons. And if you're here watching this and you're Aetiron, yeah, unfortunately, I mean you. I'm part of your crew. I'm part of your crew, mate, and fuck, you're part of mine. Aetirons. Anyways, this lesson that I teach you it because it has to be known. It is something that everybody should have already known to make that relationship better, to make that whole quality within inside that industry, so it isn't looked upon as a different kind of shelf. But unfortunately, that's what they've done to it. So this lesson for my people has been well overdue, because all of you guys should be safe, and you obviously should be smarter. This will help with that, but most importantly, especially if you're at home, that safety and that smartness and, well, your innocence or your fucking guilt. But all of you should know it. And that's why I'm teaching it to you guys first. Right. To all of you. And remember, I'm part of your crew. Clear my throat. Kia ora, everyone. Kia ora. Welcome to class. And what is this lesson that we're going to learn in class? Well, I'm going to teach you the lesson of what's called the deshiftment. It's called the deshiftment. And what would that be attuned to? Well, that would be intelligence by design. And what would that intelligence by design do? Well, it disrupts. It causes a disruption. And how do these things happen? Well, you teach, you educate, you what we call upgrade a sector of knowledge. And that sector of knowledge, it causes a disruption in, say, the balance of the way and things of which they are done now. And this lesson is going to show you something, because it's also quite an experiment, because I really want to see, what the outcome will be. It'd be quite cool. But just to let them know that just a little bit smarter can do a whole lot better in making a whole area a hell of a lot more just. A hell of a lot more just. Like, fuck, man, fuck immediately. So, what is this lesson? Well, it's a lesson in law, right? And what I want you to do, since you're true crime junkies, is to think about justice and the law and all those programs that you've watched, and you see these people going in and they're being arrested, standing there with the lawyer, and the lawyer's going, he's had a quick word to you, and you're obviously not guilty, so he's going to plead not guilty. So you go out there, and then they go in front of the judge and they go, say, guilty or not guilty? That is the question. Guilty? Do you plead guilty to the charge or not guilty to the charge? That is what you know. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, and all of this in between, the question you should be asking is, where's the other plea? What other plea? Isn't there just two? No, not in a lot of countries, especially not the Commonwealth and stuff. Not good old England, dropping that off here and across the USA and so forth, because it does make it fair. It does make it fair. The third plea. And what's that plea? Well, that's the plea of no plea. You see, here's the thing. If you get arrested and you're booked in and you're getting charged and they hold you overnight, and next thing you go up and you're appointed a lawyer, that's on your first meeting. Otherwise you've got to apply for like legal aid and so forth, right? So you got this fucking this dude standing in front of you, this lawyer, and he's like, okay, well, what do you plead? Well, have any of you out there ever heard of them saying, oh, you can also plead no plea? And that's the plea that I would go with. And the reason why is because, well, this is a very important fucking situation. How many times have I been to court? And if it isn't many, if any, then, well, I want to make sure that everything goes exactly how it should go. Right? Exactly how it should go. So it's like, well, to make the best decision, I need information. And even though I know I'm not guilty, I want to know what the fuck gives them the balls to say about this shit about me. So I want to see everything that they have. And you see, in our law in Aotearoa, that's called disclosure. There's a process. And who has disclosure? Well, the police have a disclosure, and they've got to give it to you. To you. Or you say, most times, lawyer, you get it, and you let them have it. Do that. Share it with them if you get a lawyer. Get their legal advice and opinions. But remember, always ask yourself, why didn't you guys ever give the third option? No plea. Because I want to make sure that I get all of the information. That's why it's called an informed decision. And that's why the next time an Aotearoan, a Kiwi, a New Zealander, or an Australian, or anyone in the Commonwealth, that includes the UK, and that probably includes most states of America. If you go up, enter the plea of no plea. No plea, your honour. You say it. You say, I can't make an informed decision yet because I have very little disclosure from the prosecution or the police. And the judge will say, well, hurry up and get that done. And that will be the entry of your plea. No plea. And until you get all of that fucking information from the police in that beautiful folder, and it's all of it, and your lawyer knows, yeah man, this is definitely all of it, because if the lawyer makes a mistake and it isn't all of it, and they'll just jumped ahead because they want to get it over and done with, and you find out, because lesson 2 is I'm going to show you how you can find out. So make sure. So that would be my advice. And this lesson, this upgrade in education to you. So that's the experiment. Let's see intelligent design disruption by entering into the public cultural knowledge. Public cultural knowledge. Just that little piece of information. The third plea. Let's see what happens to the justice systems. Let's clean up a whole bunch of them just by tapping the go button. Zzz. Yeah. Anyways, so if you're a to your own, if you're one of mine, then next time, make an informed decision. Get that disclosure first. Okay? Okay. So until then, all is, thanks for attending class. Thank you so much for attending class. And to all those people out there that are now in that industry that are going, what the fuck? It is a pink planet after all. It's a pink planet, baby. After fucking all. Right, all is, stay safe and I'll see you cats in the next episode. Right, ladies and